I want to thank everyone who flew out to see me graduate, my aunt, my uncle, my sister, my parents for driving all the way here. I'm so happy that you're all here and to celebrate this with me, and I can't wait to come back in the fall for grad school, so bye!
Hola, mami, papi. Gracias por todo su apoyo y por todo lo que han hecho por mí. Los quiero mucho.
I just want to give a big shout out to my mom and my dad especially for supporting me through college. Also to my friends and family who are here supporting me and my big ambitions to be a sports broadcaster.
Thank you, Mom, Dad, Justin, and Baby for all your support, and everybody else. I couldn't have done this without you.
Hi Mom, hi Dad, hi family. Thank you so much for helping me along the way on my journey. I love you guys.
As a first-generation student, I'd like to thank my family, especially my mother. Honestly, I wouldn't even be here without her. She was always pushing me to get the best education possible and do the best I can. So I also like to thank my friends as well, everyone who's been along with me on the UNI ride, honestly. And I just really appreciate everybody and all the support I've gotten.
Well, thanks to my mom and dad. They supported me through all 4 years plus an extra semester. Showed me lots of love, lots of kindness. Wouldn't be where I am without them. Owe them so much. So thank you, Mom and Dad.
I want to say thank you to my family for supporting my 16-hour move back to Iowa from Texas so I could complete my degree at UNI.
Mom and Dad, we made it. Thank you for all your help along the way. Cass, can't believe we met here 4 years ago and we're graduating now and about to get married soon. So we made it. Can't wait to see what the future has in store.
I want to give a thank you to my friends and family, especially my parents who've always believed in me and supported me, and another special thank you to my boyfriend for believing me and pushing me.
I want to thank my mom and my dad and my family for all their support and advice they've given me throughout my college experience, and without you guys it would have been a lot tougher and I wouldn't be where I am today without all of you guys. So thank you so much, you guys.
I made it, Mom! Moving back home!
Hey, thanks to all my professors, friends, and especially my family for getting me to where I am today. Thanks, guys.
Thanks, Mom and Dad.
All right, thanks, Mom and Dad, for your endless support and everyone else who has supported me through this journey. I finally made it. Woo!
Hey, Mom and Dad. Thanks for helping me get here and supporting me this whole time. Thanks to all my friends and other family members that helped me get here. And hey, Lila and Evie, look how big I am.
Hi, Mom, Dad, family, friends. Thank you for all the support that you gave me throughout all of my college career. Thank you to UNI for giving me such an awesome place to attend school. And to all my besties that I made here, I'm going to miss you guys, and thanks again.
Thanks, Dad, we made it. Thank you, Mom, for all the help and the support you have given me. I'm very, very grateful. Thank you to the friends I've made here and helping me get to where I am now.
I would like to thank my family and my friends, especially my brother, Fanel, my mom, and Tharmik. Thank you because you never stopped believing in me, and also thank you for your unconditional support for all my college life.
Hi, I just want to say thank you to all my friends and family that came here today and all your support, and a special thank you to my mom and dad for helping me get through college, and I couldn't have done any of this without you guys raising me.
I wanted to thank my grandparents for all their love and support throughout the years. Without you, I wouldn't be the woman I am today. And I want to thank my mom in heaven for watching over me all of these years. This one's for you.
Hey everyone, thanks for coming to the commencement. I'd like to thank my family, friends, and especially Starbucks for helping me get through all these tough days. Go Panthers!
Hi Mom, hi Dad. I just wanted to say thank you so much for supporting me throughout all these years with college, through the ups and downs, the highs and lows. You guys have just been my biggest cheerleaders, always supporting me, always being there for me, and that means the world to me. So thank you so much. I love you.
I want to thank my mom, dad, and the rest of my family for pushing me to do better than I ever thought I could.
I want to give a special thanks to my mom and dad. I wouldn't have been able to do this without you.
Hi Mom, hi Dad. Thank you for supporting me through this whole crazy journey. It's been a wild ride, and I'm so grateful for my friends and my professors and just everyone that's gotten me to this point. Hope to see you in the future.
All right. Thank you, Mom and Dad, for everything. I really appreciate it.
Yes, thank you, Mom, Dad, and Daniel. You guys supported me a lot throughout the years. I really appreciate it.
We did it. We're alive.
Thank you.
Just want to say thank you to my support system, mainly my mom, my bosses at work, Waterloo Elementary Schools. I would like to say thank you to Paula Knudsen. She played a big role into me getting to where I am today and making it through, along with other UNI faculty members, Mickey Johnson, Nick Sullivan, Yana Hollingsworth. Just thank you guys.
I just wanted to thank my mom and my dad and my sister Lily for always helping me get to this point. I want to thank the rest of my family and friends for also always being there and encouraging me to move forward. And I want to thank God for also being there. God bless.
I just want to say thank you to Mom and Dad for all the support you've offered me in a number of ways. Thank you to my partner Elijah for everything you've done for me over the last few years. And a special shout out to my professors Reza Larudi and Abby Lynn Helgevold for everything you've given me in an academic sense and the growth you've helped inspire in me as a person.
Thank you to my mom, dad, and Brady, and the rest of my family, all my friends for supporting me on my super long journey to becoming a teacher.
Hey Mom, hey Dad, just like the dinosaur on my shirt, I'm reaching for the stars and I'm almost there. Thank you for supporting me and thank you to everyone who drove out to come see me. I'm so close.
Hey Mom, Dad, friends, family, thank you so much for all your support over the years. Thank you for everything you've done to get me to this point. I really couldn't have done it without you. I really wanted to say I appreciate everything you've done for me, and I'm happy I finally made it to this day. Teaching, here I come.
Hi, thanks Mom and Dad and Taylor and Mike and JD, and for all of you, especially my teachers, for all of your guys' help, for helping me get this far, and looking forward to getting my master's now.
I just want to send a special shout out to my babies, Sire and Anivia. I did this for you.
Hi Mom and Dad, I just want to say how grateful and lucky I am to have you guys as my parents. I wouldn't have been able to do this without you guys. I love you so much, and you have given me the best gift I could have ever asked for, an education. Go Panthers! Woo!
gentlemen, welcome to the 2019 Fall Commencement of the University of Northern Iowa. Please rise for the graduating students. University of Northern Iowa, Dr. Mark A. Nook, and the Platform Party.
Ladies and gentlemen, I bid you welcome to the Fall 2019 Commencement Exercises of the University of Northern Iowa, which will now be in order. My name is John Valentine, and I am serving as your commencement marshal. Please remain standing for the singing of our national anthem by Dr. Suzanne Hendricks Case. Suzanne made her Metropolitan Opera debut in New York City in November and December. The colors will be presented by the University of Northern Iowa ROTC Honor Guard. Please be seated. At this time, I have the honor of introducing the members of the platform party. All those introduced should please remain standing until the introductions have been completed, and I ask that applause be withheld until all have been introduced. Dr. Milt Dokovich, member of the Board of Regents, State of Iowa. Ms. Nancy Dunkel, member of the Board of Regents, State of Iowa. Dr. Mark Nook, President of the University of Northern Iowa. Dr. James Wolpart, Executive Vice President and Provost. Dr. Michael Hager, Senior Vice President for Finance and Operations. Dr. Paula Knudsen, Vice President for Student Affairs. Dr. Patrick Pease, Associate Provost for Academic Affairs. Dr. Leslie Wilson, Dean of the College of Business Administration. Dr. Colleen Mulholland, Interim Dean of the College of Education. Dr. John Fritsch, Dean of the College of Humanities, Arts, and Sciences. Dr. Brenda Bass, Dean of the College of Social and Behavioral Sciences. Dr. Jennifer Waldron, Associate Vice President for Research and Innovation and Dean of the Graduate College. Dr. Kent Johnson, Dean of Division of Continuing Education and Special Programs. Ms. Catherine Martin, Interim Dean of Library Services. Dr. Barbara Cutter, Chair of the University Faculty and Associate Provost, Professor of History. Dr. Deirdre Heisted, Professor and Executive Director of Undergraduate Studies. Mr. Kevin Moat, Vice Chair of the UNI Alumni Association Board of Directors. Mr. Jacob Levang, President, Northern Iowa Student Government. Mr. Jacob Smith, Student Speaker and candidate for the Bachelor of Arts degree in Marketing. Mr. Blair DeBolt, Bachelor of Music student, Ms. Blair DeBolt. And Ms. Lauren Hill, interpreter. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the President of the University of Northern Iowa, Dr. Mark Nook.
Regent Dakovich, Regent Dunkel, members of the Platform Party, distinguished faculty and staff members of the university, family and friends of our graduating students, but especially to today's soon-to-be graduates. Welcome to the University of Northern Iowa and the 2019 Fall Commencement ceremonies. It's a real honor and pleasure to stand before you today. Here at the University of Northern Iowa, we focus on helping all of our students and our faculty and staff reach three goals: their educational goals, their professional goals, and as importantly, their personal life goals. We gather today to celebrate these students reaching one of those, an important educational goal for many of them. For many of them, it's also a significant personal life goal, a goal that they've set long ago to achieve something, in some cases, that no one else in their family has achieved. These students have reached these educational goals with a great deal of assistance from family, from friends, from our faculty, and from our staff. The faculty role in our educational system and at this university is tremendous. Working with these students on a day-to-day basis to help them not just learn material and become sufficient and proficient with that material, but developing them personally in their careers and in their personal lives. They're supported in that work by our staff, academic staff, student life staff, people in the residence halls, people in the registrar's office throughout our campus. Many of our staff members have a one-to-one contact with many of these students, helping them through issues that otherwise could have ended their educational careers. So to our faculty, to our staff, thank you for what you've done to help these students reach this point in their educational careers and lay that foundation, that strong foundation, for not only their professional careers, but their important personal life goals. Thank you. Today you will see that some of our candidates are wearing red, white, and blue honor cords. The honor cords indicate that these students have served, are serving, or will be serving our country in the military. This recognition is well-deserved, and we are deeply grateful for their service and bravery, which affords us our freedom. If you are a graduating student and are a current member of the military or a veteran, please rise and accept our thanks. We would also like to recognize all veterans and members of the military in attendance today. Would all veterans and members of the military please rise so we may thank you for your service as well. Thank you.
At this time, please welcome Dr. Barbara Cutter, Associate Professor and Chair of the Faculty. Dr. Cutter teaches in the Department of History.
On behalf of the faculty, I would like to offer my congratulations to all of today's graduates. We know how hard you've worked to get here, and we are proud of your accomplishments. At this time, I ask my colleagues who are representatives of the faculty to please stand and be recognized for providing an excellent education to our graduating students. Graduates, you are receiving a degree from an institution that cares deeply about the quality of your education, a university that is invested in your experiences as a student and an alumni, and is dedicated to providing excellent faculty with diverse backgrounds to teach students. Your diploma is a symbol of your academic success at the University of Northern Iowa. Display it with pride. We wish you continued success and best wishes for the future. Thank you.
We now proceed to the recognition and award of honors. Dr. James Woolpart, Executive Vice President and Provost of the University, will recognize those candidates honored for their superior record in scholarship.
Ladies and gentlemen, you may have noticed that some of our candidates today are wearing bronze medallions. This medallion indicates these students are graduating with summa cum laude honors, which means that they have achieved an academic level which places them in the top 3% of their academic graduating class. The university is very proud to recognize these candidates at this time. Would the summa cum laude candidates please rise so that we may recognize and honor you. Thank you. Students graduating magna cum laude honors have earned a grade point average, placing them in the top 4 to 8% of those students graduating from their academic college, and they are wearing purple honor cords. Will the magna cum laude candidates please rise so that we may recognize and honor you? Thank you. Students graduating cum laude have earned a grade point average, placing them in the top 9 to 15% of those students graduating from their academic college, and they are wearing gold honor cords. Will the cum laude candidates please rise so that we may recognize and honor you? Thank you.
It is now my pleasure to introduce Mr. Jacob Levang, President of the Northern Iowa Student Government.
I am honored for the opportunity to speak with one of you on the most celebratory days of your time at the University of Northern Iowa. It's been my privilege to serve as the president of the Northern Iowa Student Government for the past 8 months and represent all of you. As you graduate today, I encourage all of you to live your life fully and make UNI proud. The faculty and staff, your parents, and friends have helped you to attain the knowledge and skills necessary to be successful as you develop on your next journey. Your involvement, engagement, and accomplishments at UNI will benefit you in your next steps, whether that be graduate school, volunteer opportunities, or your professional career. Take what you have learned and be the difference. Enjoy today, and congratulations on all of your achievements. And as always, go Panthers.
At these exercises, it has become our pleasant custom to ask a member of the graduating class to deliver an address to their fellow students. Dean Leslie Wilson of the College of Business Administration will introduce this year's speaker.
I am pleased to introduce to you our student speaker. Despite possessing one of the most common names in the English language, Jacob Smith rejects the idea of being generic. He's bowling-obsessed marketer and an entrepreneur who has been described as intense on his worst day and passionate at his best. At UNI, Jacob has been active in music and business organizations, with his biggest accomplishment being tripling the size of the American Marketing Association as co-president during academic year 18-19. He's also represented the business college in China and Greece and competed in tournaments around the Midwest with the UNI Bowling Club. Post-graduation, Jacob will be staying in Cedar Falls to work for a digital marketing company while continuing to build his own business, an educational technology startup called Pastime U. Please join me in welcoming Jacob Smith.
President Nook, members of the Platform Party, faculty members, and fellow graduates, good morning. Thank you, Dean Wilson, for that kind introduction. In October, I was asked to speak at commencement and graciously accepted. Yet, I never considered just how hard it would be to write a good commencement speech. I'm a researcher by nature, so I listened to lots of speeches online to figure out what I wanted to say. The typical graduation speech uses one of 3 key themes. 1, sharing the speaker's experiences at college and what they learned. 2, giving advice to fellow students post-graduation. Or 3, framing the speech as a metaphor for growth or getting older. To begin my speech, I started out by reflecting on my own college experience. From joining a music fraternity, to traveling to China with UNI Business, to competing in regional and national marketing competitions with American Marketing Association, I've certainly had a set of diverse experiences at UNI. Yet, I realized that sharing my own personal experiences is frankly just not relatable. So I'm not going to talk about that. Moving forward, I thought about words of wisdom I could share on stage today. I was asked a very similar question at Entrepreneurs Club last week, and after some deep thought, I realized something important. Since we all have different values, goals, and experiences, I'm not going to grandstand and try to give general words of wisdom. I'm a bowling-obsessed, coffee-guzzling, punk music-loving, wandering entrepreneur working a remote job and planning to live 30 seconds from my college campus. And unless you have similar goals, why should you be subjected to my arbitrary life advice? And to close the speech out, I thought about concluding with a poetic, sentimental, extended metaphor. Now, that idea didn't last very long. My analytical left brain ain't got no creative juices. So I know that I've wasted half my time talking about why I don't like typical graduation speeches. You might think that I was just trying to fill up time, or that I got caught rambling and ranting about why I hate commencement speeches. Frankly, you're right, you caught me. But ultimately, there's a larger point that I want to make. Each of us have had our own unique college experiences. We all have our own goals post-graduation. And each of us are going to pursue our individual goals and forge the life we want for ourselves. But you know what we all have in common? We've all been impacted by the University of Northern Iowa. Now, while I won't guarantee anything, unlike some of those other graduation speakers, I think it's safe to assume that each of us are very different people than when we first walked onto campus. Throughout our time here, as we talked to other students, made connections with professors and faculty, got involved in clubs, completed internships, and went to class, sometimes. Sorry, Mom and Dad. We were changing without knowing it. To give that poetic metaphor a shot, as underclassmen, we were rocks tumbling through a river of experiences, with our rough edges smoothing softly over time. Now we are skipping stones, smoothened by the river of our experiences, and ready to skip across the water that made us who we are today. But anyway, the important thing is that our school has impacted us in some way. Whether it was in the classroom, living on campus, getting involved in clubs, connecting us to professional resources, or just putting us in contact with similarly inspiring and hardworking people. Although I've been critical of typical graduation speeches plenty today, there's one part that I think is extremely important: giving thanks. I want to take advantage of this platform to acknowledge a few people that have played a major role in making me who I am today. I would like to thank Dean Wilson, Kathleen Porter, Matthew Wilson, and Matthew Bunker from UNI Business for mentoring me and helping me grow as a marketer and leader. I want to thank Lori Waitche, Bart Schmitz, and the John Papa John Entrepreneurial Center for empowering me to start a business and driving me to fulfill a greater purpose. And I want to thank my former and current bosses, Wendy Bowman, Laura Hand, Andrea Spurlock, and Trevor Carlson, for taking a chance on me and being just a few of my professional mentors over the years. I encourage each of you to thank the people that got you here, whoever they may be. And so, whether you graduated in 3.5 years or 7.5, played volleyball, football, or Quidditch, or studied anything from marketing to math to molecular biology, we are all Panthers, and our alma mater will always be a part of us. Thank you.
Thank you, Jacob, for that remarkable speech and for reminding us to be appreciative of the things that we have. All the best to you and your endeavors after graduation. We are honored to have two members of the Board of Regents with us here today to celebrate our graduates, Regent Dunkel and Regent Dagovich. Speaking today on behalf of the Board of Regents, State of Iowa, is Regent Milt Dakovich. Milt Dakovich of Waterloo is president of Aspro Incorporated, an asphalt paving company based in Waterloo. With his professional and educational experience, he brings to the Board of Regents a strong background in construction. After growing up in Des Moines, he earned a BS from Iowa State University in civil engineering and construction engineering, and he spent his career working in the construction industry. He is a past president of both the Associated General Contractors of Iowa and the Asphalt Paving Association of Iowa, and he is a life director of the Associated General Contractors of America. He is chairman of the board of directors of Lincoln Savings Bank of Rhinebeck and a member of the Rotary Club of Waterloo. Milt and his wife Kim have 5 children, all of whom attended or are attending one of Iowa's public universities. Please join me in welcoming Regent Milt Dakovich.
On behalf of the Board of Regents, State of Iowa, I congratulate you on the academic success that you have achieved. We are very proud of your accomplishments. Today, you will receive a degree from one of the finest universities in the country, a university which has provided you with a strong foundation for your future success. Success that will no longer be defined by grades, but by the integrity with which you lead your life. I remember this day in my own life like it was yesterday. You should be proud. From the Board of Regents, congratulations, class of 2019. We wish you a very rewarding future.
We now proceed to the awarding of the degrees. Dean Waldron will now present the candidates for the degree of Doctor of Education. Those candidates will please rise.
Mr. President, on behalf of the faculty of the Graduate College and the University, I have the honor to present to you these candidates who have successfully fulfilled the requirements for their degree. I am pleased to commend them to you for the awarding of the degree.
Thank you, Dean Waldron. By virtue of the authority granted by the State of Iowa to the State Board of Regents, and by them delegated to me, I hereby grant to each of you, as appropriate and qualified, the degree of Doctorate of Education, with all the rights and privileges pertaining thereto. I now pronounce you graduates of the University of Northern Iowa.
The graduates will now be individually recognized as they are ceremoniously hooded. Dr. Deirdre Heisted, Professor and Executive Director of Undergraduate Studies, will read the names of the graduates. We ask all audience members to applaud and recognize graduates after each candidate has been hooded.
Belinda Creighton Smith. Domino Ebony Chumley Birch. Thomas Flack. Angela Widd. Letitia Lynn Smith. Lisa Jo Chizik. Darcy K. Kress.
Ladies and gentlemen, can we give all of our new Doctors of Education a big round of applause? Dean Waldron will now present the candidates for the master's degrees from the College of Business Administration, the Division of Continuing Education and Special Programs, the College of Education, the College of Humanities, Arts and Sciences, and the College of Social and Behavioral Sciences. Those candidates will please rise.
Mr. President, on behalf of the faculty of the Graduate College and the University, I have the honor to present to you these candidates who have successfully fulfilled the requirements for their respective degrees. I am pleased to commend them to you for the awarding of those degrees.
Thank you, Dean Waldron. By virtue of the authority granted by the State of Iowa to the State Board of Regents, and by them delegated to me, I hereby grant to each of you as appropriate and qualified the degree of Master of Accounting, Master of Arts in Education, Master of Arts, Master of Business Administration, Master of Music, Master of Public Policy, Master of Science, and Master of Social Work, with all the rights and privileges pertaining thereto. I now pronounce you graduates of the University of Northern Iowa.
The graduates will now be individually recognized. Dr. Deirdre Heisted will read the names of the graduates. Graduates will be greeted by deans, department heads, and faculty members as they leave the stage.
Mallory Kayan Adams. Naira Ballas. Anthony Donald Boggs. Kayla Alexis Bright. Emily Ann Bruns. William LaKendrick Burt. Deborah Ann Carlson. Haley Ann Carlson. Laura Chase. Kendall Ann Deitering. Caitlin Rose Denning. Brent Matthew Dunlay. Sarah Joyce Elm. Drake Allen Easerhout. Elizabeth Ann Fiedler. Bonnie Glenzik. Anne-Marie Lynn Goldhorn. Kathleen Louise Gordon. Jenna Louise Harms. Jody Heatland. Diane Elizabeth Harrington. Renee Huber. Darcy E. Jolly. Joanna Lee Kennedy. Corey James Kennis. Corey Joe Coop. Rose Mary Kundal. Sydney Rianne Kunzweiler. Brittany Elizabeth Lenth. Caitlin Jo McFarlane, Kate Elizabeth March, Elizabeth Ann Mastalio, Sarah Elizabeth McKinney, Benjamin Luke Larson, Siobhan Murad Mukhternan, Aisha Mariah Miller, Zachary Cass Moy, Madeline Grace Nelson, Devin O'Connell, Kirsten Joe Olson, Nikki Marie O'Mara, Kristen K. Pfeiffer, Claudia Camilla Constanza Pino Lucan, Lucas William Randall, Amanda K. Randolph, Alicia Marie Rettenmeyer, Cassidy Lane Ryden, Morgan Angela Rutherford, Carly Ray Ryder, Diego Alejandro Saavedra Rojas, Brittany Sage, Brooke Lynn Samuelson, Taylor Joy Essa Schulte, Jaden Kane Schutger, Callie Elaine Semler, Suzanne Claire Smith, Olivia F. Steffen, Shannon Marie Stewart, Kayla Elizabeth Takasuka, Hannah Joan Tiffany, Taylor Joe Van Burkham, Anna Marie Variano, Alyssa Villasenor Avalos, Shania K. Waller, Blake Robert Wedeking, Demetrio Juan Lyle, Callie Malin Peterson, Zildjian Lee Zehouse, Joyce J. Byer, Laura Elizabeth Seidel.
As we continue our ceremony, and while all of us are proud and excited to see our graduates cross the stage today and receive their diplomas, we respectfully ask that you refrain from using air horns and other celebratory instruments during the ceremony. As your graduate crosses the stage, please quickly conclude your applause so that the audience can hear the names of the next graduate. Thank you. The Provost of the University, Dr. James Wolpart, will now present the candidates for the bachelor's degrees from their respective units. The audience will find the disciplines of study for each college listed in the online commencement program.
Will all of the candidates for bachelor's degrees please stand? Mr. President, on behalf of the faculty of the university, I have the honor to present to you these candidates who have successfully fulfilled the requirements for their respective bachelor's degrees. I am pleased to commend them to you for the awarding of their degrees.
Thank you, Provost Wolpart. By virtue of the authority granted by the state of Iowa to the Board of Regents, and by them delegated to me, I hereby grant to each of you as appropriate and qualified the degree of Bachelor of Arts, Bachelor of Music, Bachelor of Fine Arts, Bachelor of Science, and Bachelor of Liberal Studies, with all the rights and privileges pertaining thereto. I now pronounce you graduates of the University of Northern Iowa. You may move your tassels to the left side of your cap.
Please be seated. We will now individually recognize the graduates. Dr. Deirdre Heisted will read the names of the graduates. Names will be read in alphabetical order within each department. Graduates will be greeted by deans, department heads, and faculty members as they leave the stage.
From continuing education and special programs, Amelia Marie Baines. Caleb William Davidson. Chase Alexandria Dubont. Nicole Delizio. Elizabeth Edderburn. Drew Douglas Fowler. Mallory Jo Firk. Martaven Robin Hall. Grant Joseph Helly. Sydney Jane Hull. Tanner Jeffrey Johnson. Marissa Jo Lopez. Rachel Lee Malloy. Lisa Renee Morrow. Malik D. Obi. Mariah Jane Reed. Sadie Ann Rosenboom. Chase Robert Shetter. Tara Nicole Taylor. Trevor Greg Allen. Eric Joseph Mashek. From the College of Business Administration, Department of Accounting, Caitlin Rose Avercamp. Paige Birdie. Cecily Marie Corkery. David O'Neill Creighton. Seth Crowdhamel. Justin David Culbertson. Kaylin Emery. Daniel David Jansen. Ryan Bo Caster. Cameron Elizabeth Kehoe. Ashley Renee Lang. Sijang Liu. Emily Jean Marlowe. Michael Ross Ryder. Elizabeth Ann Ramey. Brittany Lynn Richardson. Sarah Lynn Steinman. Trent Davis Sutter. Rebecca Songun Che. Alyssa Lynn Vance. Yuchen Wong. Ethan Christopher Wellman. Vanessa Haley Wessels. Dylan Perry Wolf. From the Department of Economics, Nicholas Andrew Brown. From the Department of Finance, McKenna Georgia Anderson. Sydney May Bartling. Nan Chang. Bo Daniel Cook. Alexander Lee Dickinson. Abigail Marie Dolphin. Cody James Albert. Shen Liu. Shinrong Ju. Tanner Michael Knowlton. Austin Robert McConnell, Tamron Anthony McGarren Leal, Alexandria Renee Miller, Madison Ann Miller, Nathaniel James Morgan, Lucas John Muller, Dante Wilson Harrington, Hetatsvi Arwin Patel, Aidan William Perry, Colin John Poe, Ivy Rose Prusman, Joseph Philip Sloss, Andrew G. Squires, Garrett S. Stuber, Aaron Laverne Severson, Tucker Lynn Tangy, Eden Tutik, Jacob Michael Westhoff, Rhea Rose Wieditz, Sydney Aaron Young, Alex Green. From the Department of Management, Mohammed Mohab Abdelgalil, Saeed Abdullah Al-Raba, Bryce Michael Alesh, Andrew Allen Al-Green, Hassan Abul Majid Alishi, Kadam Abdulaziz Al-Mushkiri, Qasem Zaki Al-Nemr, Minhal Zaki Al-Reba, Sajed Zaki Al-Reba, Trey David Browner, Noah Thomas Eckenberger, Ryan Jacob Falk, Sarah Ashley Gill, Cassandra Elizabeth Harms, Mahela Marlene Hill, Matthew Kurt Hutchinson, Kyle Michael Jorgensen, Jeanette Rose Kemp, Trevor Michael Cook, Trent James Keithy, Connor Lester McKay, Brooke Allison Miller, Carter Christian Murphy, Madison Dawn Newberry, Nipa P. Patel, Aime Perez, Taylor Jordan Kearing, Jordan Lee Rasmussen, Marnie Reynolds, Michelle Rose McDonald, Jared John Ritter, Jonathan Daniel C., Brant Small, Jenna Marie Snyder, Selma Spiodich, Michael Earl Wettimer, Natalie June Wesley, Nathaniel Marcel Yetmar, Philip Andrew Zimmerman, Sichuan Wu. From the Department of Marketing, Anthony Xavier Cortez Jr., Aaron Marvin Flugie, Gabriel Glenn Grote, Jenna Marie Hansen, Brett Russell Hahn, Colby Troy Heller, Christian Stephen Jajan, Jake Theodore Cothy, Nicholas David Alberto Munez, Chad Odell Nelson, Courtney Joe Ott, Cordell J. Parks, C.U. Wren, Luke Thomas Severson, Jacob Morrow Smith, Kayla Marie Smith, Samuel James Thompson, Claire Wagner, Cole Luverne Murdoch, Catherine Rose Payne, Austin Thomas Burrow. From the College of Education, Department of Curriculum and Instruction, Chet Dean Adams, Dylan Aaron Anderson, Bailey Lynn Andrews, Kennedy Ray Balk, Michaela Marie Bauer, Riley Jean Bodley, Samantha Noel Bolt, Rachel Marie Bronson, Emily Kathleen Berger, Caitlin Nicole Cameron, Peyton Michelle Cannon, Amy Elizabeth Cannon, Gina Marie Kenronci, Danica Ray Charlstrom, Emma Taylor Cox, Morgan Jessica Cronin, Krista Lynn Detterman, Jennifer Marie Dexter, Caitlin Marie Dickey, Olivia Marilyn Egley, Cassie Mae Elbert, Kennedy Jean Finkelkorn, Riley Joe Fleggy, Carrie Maxine Geyer, Ashley Marilyn Graham, Kaylee Mae Gruff, Elise Nicole Gunther, Emily Leanne Hack, Alyssa Mae Hawkins, Caroline Germaine Hunkel, Anna Marie Yoakum, Morgan Grace Johnston, Ashley Ann King, Trisha Renee Knott, Addie Marie Kirprick, Jolissa K. Kriegel, Catherine Ann Larson, Lauren Luce, Molly Ann Mathis, Erica Ann McCreary, Madison Nicole McDonald, Alexandra Nicole Menz, Connor Maroney, Caitlin Ann Nias, Oma Bolane Oleyenka Ogunbayode, Alexis Haley Parrott, Alicia Ann Phillips, Gabrielle Lynn Poole, Brandy Leah Reagan, Cassidy Eileen Rawson, Elizabeth Rose Reed, Emily Nicole Schuff, Jade Pratt, Summer Ray Sense, Emily Ann Spillman, Kayla Ann Stoferin, Alexandria Dale Thompson, Bennett Lynn Thompson, Shaylin Sophie Trentcamp, Hannah Tweedy, Alexa Ann Van Blair, Avery Rose Van Dyke, Rachel Marie Wagner, Emily Marie Worley. From the Department of Health, Recreation, and Community Services, Norma Abdullah Amusjen, Carly Ann Kathleen Kraus, Emily Marie Dvorak, Emmeline Rose Gilbaugh, Lily Marie Hannes, Alexandra Lynn Lennertz, Dalen Marie Maxon, Grace Ann Lee Riken, Kristen Brianna Salzwiedel, Hannah Sanderman, Jessica Allison Schleiss, Mason Charles Shannon, Dakota Richmond Sherry, Anne Marie Simmons, Miriam Carol Ulmer, Haley Catherine Vagert, Morgan Nicole Wyand, Alyssa Renee Williams, Ali Al-Qasim. From the Department of Kinesiology, Ashley Nicole Ackerman, Colin Lance Arndt, Bridget Alexandria Beely, Justin T. Dill, Derek William Fenneman, Aaron James Hardcastle, J.C. Brianne Hicks, Harvey Christopher Hoskins, Garner James Casa, Adam Anthony Koenigs, Hope Loretta Purick, Evan Jacob Long, Linnea D. Martinez, Alexander Stephen Mitchell, Briley and Alan Moore, Danielle Caitlin Newquist, Spencer Leon Pink, Catherine A. Ross, Jackson Connor Scott Brown, Cal Matthew Twait, Shanda Noel Westerkamp, Danielle Schmidt. From the College of Humanities, Arts, and Sciences, Department of Art, Sydney Madison Cheery, Andrew P. Dickerson, Creighton Allen Evanson, Rachel Jo Kopriva, Whitney Nicole McGill, and Anna Christine Opedal, Brandy Jo Osborne, Jesse Logan Schrick, Hannah Grace Segerman, Colby Ann Stanley, Claire Elise Timmerman, Casey Margaret Van Osdelen, Monica Caroline Vondra, Amber Nicole Webb. From the Department of Biology, Bailey Cecilia Abbott, Allison K. Akers, Madison Avery Banyas, Alyssa Renee Bauer, Leah Renee Brunson, Alyssa Nicole Bergert, David John Chenoweth, Bianca Rose Cook, Natalie Marie Fallon, Maya Marie Ford, Megan Nicole Gali, Connor Ham, Cassandra Madeline Hansen, Shannon Marie Havel, Hannah Hunt, Alexander Joseph Jackson, Courtney Karen Larson, Molly Jean Lederer, Ninanjit Malo, Kara Mormon, Emily Louise Nelson, Casey Russell O'Hearn, Celicia Rose Parker, Austin Ross Allen Reed, Nathan Scott Saltz, Logan Savitz, Ethan J. Smith, Nathan Eugene Teal, Shani Lynn Tate. From the Department of Chemistry and Biochemistry, Michael Antunes, Bailey Marie Miller. From the Department of Communication Sciences and Disorders, Emma Luann Bear, Megan Linnea Emerson, Shay Lynn Etherington, Erin Finneran, Lauren Ann Galvin, Briston Elizabeth Gerber, Bailey Newman, Riley Marilyn Ott, Skylar Joe Peterson, Rachel Vivian Sarver, Nicole Ann Sharn, Madison Ann Staltzer, Mackenzie Francis Tyson. From the Department of Communication Studies, McKenna Nicole Beatty, Corey A. Behrens, Jetta Bell, Ashley Lynn Brower, Olivia K. Calloway, Jarius Campbell, Calvin Cook, Kyle Ann Corbin, Monica May Cruz, Carlos Omar Elizalda, Christian Michael Ellsworth, Haley Marie Gelson, Jade Nicole Guinan, Allison Jean Hale, Kayla Lee Horsfield, Austin Allen Johnson, Daniel Timothy Kelly, Nicholas William Langle, Andy Elizabeth Brakey, Jalen James, Aaron Graham, Allison May Stoline, Riley Mark Lickway, Megan Nicole Lucanato, Fanny A. Miller, Calvin Michael Mingus, Chelsea Ann Nelson, Lam Bawa Nguyen, Courtney K. O'Connell, Logan Michael Pierce, Jacob Joseph Porter, Charles Henry Schwartz, Ryan James Sells, Nathan Daniel Seams, Kimberly Soul Skoog, Reese Parker Stolte, Kayla Jean Story, Meg Catherine Swanson, Dustin Lee Weekly, Michaela Renee Whitman, Angela Nadine Wilson, Asia Monique Zaragoza. From the Department of Computer Science, Blake Carl James Belbin, Reed Bennett Christensen, Dobson Jake Douglas, Samuel William Drysdale, Nathan Allen Johnson, Sean Brian Lang, Sela R. Lawrenson, Jeffrey Robert Miller, Zachary Guy Oliver, Tyler Dean Ray, Nicholas Stephen Sanford, Ethan Sankey, Michael Joseph Sassatelli, Tyler Ray Rayo. From the Department of Earth and Environmental Sciences, Pierce Leo Matt, Jared Randall, Brianna Springer, William John Spur. From the Department of Languages and Literatures, Anne Renee Cavan, Adam Gregory Shalene, Avery Ann Christensen, Joseph Leon Clark, Hannah Jean Coates, Jennifer K. Curtis, Anthony Paul Gabriel, Micah Rose Kennedy, Joseph Robert Klein, Kayla Coop, Samuel Eric Miller, Joshua Caleb Mostart, Natalie Marie Peterson, Etienne Danilo Nafier Porras, Desiree Monique Reyes, Casey Louise Shoemaker, Jane Catherine Seibel, Abigail Christine Taylor, Hannah Louise Vaughn, Lauren Ann Winter, Mallory Wolford. From the Department of Mathematics, Carlos Alberto Aldape Jr., Shelby Leanne Culp, Benjamin Felderman, Trenton Kozer, Rachel Marie Lyric, Dylan John Miller, Anthony Lewis Tuttle, Jackson Dale Twait, Bradley John Warner, Lexus Lee Wigman. From the Department of Philosophy and World Religions, Grayson Maddox Becker, Anna Catriel Davis. From the Department of Physics, Joseph John Kosmiski. From the School of Music, Bethany Joy Brooks, Lexi Nicole Forstrom, Stephen Thomas Hoopingardner, Madeline Rose Langlitz, Logan Kendall Moore, Clayton Robert Charles Ryan, Michael John Sandmeyer, Jared Conager Crawl. From the Department of Science and Science Education, Catherine Elaine Benya. From the Department of Technology, Taslim Hussein Al-Safar, Drew Nigel Anderson, James William Doubledy, Tyler Deuster, Max William Erpelding, Ryan Hartman, Zachary Joseph Hauser, Jonathan Joseph Hellman, William Lawrence Keenan, Christian James Krejci, Derek Eugene Cooner, Ethan James Martin, Joseph Michael Martin, Dylan Stephen Peters, Miamin Mohammed Abushokan, Caden Peterson, Tristan John Peterson, Cameron Austin Skippers, Brett Allen Schwem, Anthony Segura, David Lee Spear, Peyton Marcus Tweet, Benjamin Scott Walston, Alexander William Webb, Caleb Michael Wedeking, Robert Zolik. From the College of Social and Behavioral Sciences, Department of Geography, Wyatt Charles Cheney, William James Coonan, Zachary J. Fuller. From the Department of History, Cortland James Ellis, Regan France, Alexander Vladimir Jaster, Gabriel Allen Rundy, Emily Michelle Hale, Lance Thomas Williamson, Kevin Patrick Wiggins, Zachary Paul Humble. From the Department of Political Science, Brenna Taylor Armstrong, Adriana Kelly, Brock Patrick Rognus Waters. From the Department of Psychology, Madison Lydia Benzing, Holly Marie Bach, Alyssa Lynn Brass, Taylor Ann Brundage, Jordan Lynn Brunsheen, Jordan Elizabeth Butler, Jess K. Carty, Sarah Dawn Clark, Brianna Marie Fierbach Davis, Caitlin Marie Fox, Madison Frazier, Glenn Gaston, Andrea Esther Godert, Jessica Lee Hefner, Brooke Donna Jacobson, Christine King, Tanner Joseph Conrardi, Nicole Ray Martin, Macy Jo Mashing, Joanna Vale Miller, Paul Juguna Mwangi, Holden Wesley Ullman, Hannah M. Schmidt, Brianna Dawn Schrick, Kathleen Amanda Scoville, Sabrina Madeline Stout, Travis David Stork, Elise Catherine Swinney, Erica Marie Wold, Ricky Lee Nicole Roloff. From the School of Applied Human Sciences, Taylor M. Anthony, Caitlin Elizabeth Bennett, Jessica Marie Bloomberg, Pedro Calderon, Alyssa Felix, Saida Garcia, Jeannie Grace Gukin, Paige Marie Green, Taylor Anne Marie Hauser, Joyce Epps Hunter, Carter Carter Owen Kennedy. Jolisa Teresa Pineda. Miranda Marie Rathy. Caitlin Ray Walty. From Social Science, Kyle James Graves. Caleb Ryan Hovenga. Catherine Margaret Keeling. Scott Taylor Poe. Jacob Allen Potter Lynch. Chad Aaron Remsburg. Andrew Timothy Rankin. From the Department of Social Work, Sandra D. Anderson. Kaylee Nicole Becker. Leandra Marie Dearson. Ian Scott Dubbs. Addison Ruth Johnson. Rachel Diane Keast. Bailey Ann Lentz. Che Meh. Nicole Elizabeth Schroeder. Julius Joe Trumbley. From the Department of Sociology, Anthropology, and Criminology, Michael Emmanuel Altus. Jaylee Lou Baloma. Cintisha Vanee LaShawn Burt. Ethan Scott Kennedy. Mackensley Lynn Dersidon. Grace Catherine Alana Doherty. Daniel Ann Doan. Courtney Marie Ish. Courtney Sue Fago. Stephanie Lynn Frank. Layla Yasarovic. Anna Claire Kaiser. Gabrielle Renee Knight. Erica Lauren Lysott. Mitchell Robert McCabe. Kathleen Marie McElmeal. Jacob Michael Mitchell. Caitlin Jewel Ortiz. Skylar Sue Rainey. Cheyenne Elizabeth Whitworth. Taylor Page Woodfisher. And Hezekiah Douglas Bailey Applegate.
It is now my privilege to introduce Mr. Kevin Moat, Vice Chair of the UNI Alumni Association Board of Directors.
I'm sorry I don't have enough hair to keep a piece of cardboard on my head very long. Greetings, distinguished guests, faculty, family, and friends. On behalf of the nearly 120,000 UNI alumni, I extend congratulations to you, members of the class of 2019. You've earned a degree from the University of Northern Iowa, and you should be proud of this momentous accomplishment. Your time here as a student was brief compared to what commences today. Your lifelong experience as an alum of this great institution. I encourage you to stay engaged with UNI. As a UNI graduate, your active participation in the life of the university will help you continue to develop personally, enhance the value of your degree, and will advance UNI to new heights. At this time, I ask all alum in the audience from UNI to please stand and applaud the newest members of our UNI family. Again, congratulations to all of you, our newest UNI graduates.
Will all of today's graduates please rise? Let's thank them and congratulate them one more time for the work they put in. Congratulations! Thank you. You may be seated. At this time, I'm going to ask several groups of people to stand. And if I ask you to stand, I want you to remain standing until I get through having everyone rise that I'm going to recognize. If you are the spouse of one of today's graduates, would you please stand? If you are a child of one of today's graduates, would you please stand? If you are the parents of one of today's graduates, would you please stand? If you are the grandparents or great-grandparents of one of our graduates, would you please stand? If you are a sister or a brother of one of our graduates, would you please stand? If you are the aunt or uncle of one of today's graduates, would you please stand? If you are a cousin of one of today's graduates, would you please stand? If you are a friend of one of today's graduates, would you please stand? If you are a UNI faculty or staff member, would you please stand? If you in some way, shape, or form know one of our graduates today, would you please stand? Graduates, look around you. These are the people that got you here today. Served you when you were young, served you while you were in high schools and grade schools, served you while you were here on our campus as faculty and staff. They've helped pay for your tuition, they bought you clothing, they bought you supplies for your dorm room. They've washed your laundry, they've cooked meals, they've made up and graded countless homework assignments, exams, and term papers. They've helped you a great deal reach this important goal. What do you say we thank them? Thank you. I'm going to ask you all to sit for just a little bit. We'll get you up in a little bit, but I want to make a couple closing remarks. Graduates, you've just seen all the people that helped get you here. And as Jacob reminded us to be thankful, I'd like to encourage you to do one thing in the next couple of days. I know immediately after this you're heading out to eat or heading home and gathering with family. But sometime in the next few days, find a piece of paper, a thank you card, a pen, an envelope, and a stamp. You can get them at the post office. They're little square things. They go in the upper corner. No texts, no emails, no Twitter posts or Facebook posts. Write a handwritten note of thank you to one of the people that was standing here. It might be a faculty member, it might be a staff member, it might be a parent, a cousin, a brother, or a sister. I can't tell you how much it means to receive a handwritten thank you note from a student. It's taken the time to find that piece of paper, to discover what a pen is, and a stamp, and a postcard, and take the time to think about what they wanted to write in thanks to the people who made this day possible for you. Graduates, congratulations. You've reached a great goal. You have given this university so much. Thank you for what you've done for the University of Northern Iowa. In honor of today's graduates, I'd like to ask everybody to please stand and join in the singing of the University of Northern Iowa alma mater, led by Bachelor of Music student Blair DeBolt.
Thank you, Blair. Please be seated for our final announcements. Please direct your attention to the top of the McLeod Center. At this time, we would like to thank our director, Professor Christopher Mertz, and the UNI Jazz Band 1 students for their wonderful music today. Ladies and gentlemen, we ask that all graduates and audience members remain in place until after the President's Party has exited the McLeod Center. At that time, all graduates and guests should exit up the stairs only. These commencement exercises being now completed, please rise for the recessional of the President's Party.
Maestro, given that we have the award-winning UNI Jazz Band 1 with us today, I think it's time to turn those cats loose and take us out of here in style. Take us out of here, man.
The Fall Commencement Exercises of 2019 for the University of Northern Iowa